Some shows are just shows. Some are something else. An invitation. I went to Seraphina's Cowboy Carter tour because I thought it would make my girlfriend happy. I didn't realize it would feed something that's been hungry for centuries. And now, I don't think it's done with me. I'm not the kind of guy who buys concert tickets. I'm the stay home and watch a documentary type. But my girlfriend, Maya, she's different. She's light. She believes music can heal you. She's been obsessed with Seraphina since college. When Seraphina announced the Cowboy Carter tour, Maya cried. Tickets sold out in hours, but I found 2 on resale. Way too expensive. Didn't matter. Seeing Maya's face when I showed her the confirmation email, that was worth it. Or so I thought. We live just outside Dallas, Seraphina's first night in Texas. The stadium felt alive before we even stepped inside. Thousands of people, glittering cowboy hats, metallic boots, spurs that didn't clink, they hummed. It felt like stepping into a hive. People chanting, "Mother is coming." Maya squeezed my hand so tight it hurt. She whispered, "She's going to change us." I laughed it off. I wish I hadn't. Security barely looked at our tickets. Inside, the arena was colossal. A massive silver orb hung over the stage, flickering gold veins running through it. The air buzzed, literally. I thought it was the speakers warming up, but no music was playing yet. Maya turned to me, eyes wide like a child seeing church for the first time. She mouthed, "Thank you." Then the lights cut. A single note, so low I felt it in my ribs. Then the orb cracked open like an egg. Seraphina rose from the split, wearing a black cowboy hat that looked like a halo and chrome armor that glowed faintly purple under the spotlights. Her arms were wide, palms out, like she was welcoming us. No screaming, no cheering, silence, complete. Then slowly thousands of hands rose. I didn't raise mine, but Maya did, and she didn't bring it down for the rest of the night. The first song bled into the second. I couldn't tell where one ended, a deep, rolling beat like a heartbeat behind everything. I looked at the screens behind Seraphina, shifting symbols, circles inside triangles, bees dripping honey, horses made of gold and shadow. Maya leaned her head on my shoulder. Her lips moved, but I couldn't hear her. It wasn't singing, it was chanting. By the 4th song, something felt wrong. I turned to Maya. Her pupils were huge, swallowing the color of her eyes. I touched her cheek. Cold. She didn't blink. She just stared at Seraphina. I tried to laugh it off. Maybe she was just lost in it. Then Seraphina looked straight at me. Spotlights hit her face. Her eyes were black. Not eyeliner, not contacts. Black. She smiled, not sweet, hungry. I felt my stomach twist. A bass note hit so deep my knees buckled. The crowd swayed, perfectly in sync, like tall grass in wind. No one was filming, no phones, no one was screaming for the next song. They were worshiping. Then the visuals behind her shifted. Not horses or stars, but sigils, ancient shapes that felt older than language. A crown of thorns coiled around a 6-pointed star. A horned bull's skull dripped gold onto a map I didn't recognize. I turned to Maya again. She was gone. Not physically, just gone. Her mouth moved, whispering in rhythm with the beat. She didn't see me anymore. Seraphina lowered her arms. The lights flickered. The orb above her split again. This time a giant chrome horse descended, hooves glinting red under the beams. Seraphina stepped onto it like a priestess mounting an altar. She didn't sing, she just spoke. "You've come hungry," she purred. "You'll leave fed." The screens behind her flared white. A beehive split open, birthing a swarm of gold mist. People around me dropped to their knees. Some wept, some giggled like kids hearing a bedtime story. Maya sank to the ground beside me, her hands pressed to her chest like she was pledging allegiance. I grabbed her arm. She didn't budge. I pulled harder. Nothing. Her body was rooted, heavy like stone. I wasn't the only one trying to leave. I saw a man 2 rows up tugging at his girlfriend. Same thing, she didn't move. She just smiled at Seraphina, who now sat perfectly still on her chrome horse, eyes scanning the sea of heads bowed before her. Then she spoke again. "One by one, you open. One by one, you feed." I heard a buzzing behind my ears. Not the speakers, inside my skull. A warmth spreading up my spine, like a fever. I tried to stand. My knees wobbled. My head spun. Seraphina's eyes flickered to me again. She smiled. Her teeth, too many, too sharp. I blinked. Gone. Her face normal, laughing. The crowd cheered as if the spell broke, but I knew better. Something had broken, inside me. Maya stood suddenly, hands at her sides, face blank. She whispered, "She chose me." I grabbed her. We forced our way to the aisle. No one stopped us, but everyone stared. Silent, watching, like witnesses at a sacrifice. We stumbled out into the night air. It didn't feel better. The sky pulsed above the stadium, deep red clouds swirling like bruises. Maya turned to me, eyes wide, pupils still huge. "We're reborn," she said. "She promised." We didn't speak on the ride home. Maya just hummed under her breath, a tune that didn't sound like any song I'd ever heard. That night I couldn't sleep. I heard footsteps in the living room, but every time I checked, Maya was standing by the window staring up at the stars, whispering. To who? I don't know. It's been a week. Maya's different now. Calm. Too calm. She looks at me like I'm something to fix or feed. Sometimes when I close my eyes, I see Seraphina, perched on that chrome horse, smiling with eyes like voids. Sometimes I feel something buzzing just behind my ribs, like I brought it home with me, like it's waiting. So if you're thinking about seeing Seraphina live, don't. Some idols aren't meant to be worshipped. They're meant to be fed. And once they've tasted you, they never let go. Well, if you made it this far, tell me, would you go to Seraphina's concert? Drop your theory in the comments. Hit like, subscribe for more stories that scratch beneath the skin. Because sometimes what looks like a show is a summons.